right more. I think Teach for America exists because everyone believes at the core of who they are that every child deserves the best education possible.
In my mind, the organization exists to help bring the right people to schools that are mission and vision aligned. To have more people in the building that have that, it just benefits our kids.
There's a void. There's a need for good teachers. There is a need for teachers who genuinely care for their students and they want to make a difference.
TFA exists because there's just a huge need for talent in the classroom, special leaders who have a real desire to make a difference.
Teachers are the most important element in students' achievement in the classroom. Teach for America builds, recruits the best our country has to offer and brings them in to some of the neediest classrooms in our country.
Teach for America takes people and it puts them in front of students who they will really care about. It's kind of bridging the gap in education for all groups, for the community as a whole.
What you want to allow them and provide them is a path to success. And education is a large part of being the path to that success.
We have many schools that have really high concentrations of poverty. So Teach for America brings resource through people, through training, to those areas where the concentrations of poverty are highest.
I think Teach for America in any low-income community provides awareness. I think there are a lot of people just 4 blocks down have no idea what's going on in communities like this when it comes to education, when it comes to housing. It allows every other community to become aware of some of the disparities that we have in schools. Everyone deserves an equal education.
Even in a strong district like Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools, we have these inequities, and they must be closed in order for our community to thrive.
I feel like the landscape of Charlotte is a bit segregated when it comes to education. There's more to gain from a more integrated system. Teach for America's mission is to provide equity.
I define it as giving all students, regardless of their background, neighborhood, an opportunity to be set up for a lifetime of success and achievement.
When I think of Teach for America, I think of an organization that really, really wants to make sure that every child, they're able to get that quality education that we think they deserve.
Making sure that all children have that opportunity. And I think opportunity is the biggest word, because if we don't plant that seed and help it grow, then they'll never know what they could be or what options are there. Education is the foundation to everything.
Education is a way to help kids tap into and understand their brilliance so they know what they're capable of, which then gives them a different level of goal orientation.
I joined Teach for America to have a greater impact on the individual student. I wanted to be in the classroom to have that direct contact with the students, to make sure the whole child is taken care of and not just the academic piece.
I joined Teach for America because I really wanted to do something to impact my community. Going through school and growing up, where you hear, okay, I want to make it out if you don't come from the best place, right? But if you think about it, if everybody just makes it out and nobody ever comes back to reach back, kind of lift as you climb, then the community never gets better. Anybody who has had a successful educational career can remember that 1 or 2 teachers who really got them going. And I wanted to be that person for somebody.
He's my favorite teacher because he's always excited about what we're doing. Mr. Gibson makes me want to learn. The way that he teaches, he's engaging with us and he gives real life examples. He'll do stuff like that and it'll be oh, this is real life, I can use this.
Being taught by Teach for America teachers was awesome. I had a Teach for America English teacher my 10th grade year. She pushed me to be the best that I could be, and it really helped me find out who I was and who I wanted to be.
I owe everything that I have in my work now to Teach for America. I had vague but well-spirited intentions, and then when I got to the classroom and actually started teaching, I realized how big the work was. I realized that I could be good at it. I discovered I had a passion for it. It gave me the access to actually test out that passion with kids. The pipelining that happens after that, the way that Teach for America fed me into aspiring leaders, and now I get to inform everything that happens in this building. I wouldn't have been able to do that if not for them believing in me initially and seeing something in me that I didn't know how to identify.
I wouldn't be where I am today without Teach for America. I don't ever see myself leaving the education world. Although it's been in several different capacities, I really feel like it has set me up to know what I believe in and to be vocal about it so that we can institute change.
I'm a resident physician at Caroline's Medical Center, and I've stayed connected and and able to do some work in the community through Teach for America. For me, it was a really hard decision whether to stay in the classroom or to go back to medical school. I felt like I could have equal or greater impact as a physician in the community. I started an organization called PATCH. It stands for Propelling Adolescents Towards Careers in Healthcare. And it came from realizing quickly that not many of them had access to working with physicians in the community. I just felt like there was a huge void here in Charlotte for kids that want to go into a healthcare career. The skills that Teach for America taught me as far as the way to approach the classroom as a leader and not just as a teacher. I think those skills will inevitably be invaluable in working with other professionals.
Go! I think the Teach for America core members, it's almost like they're coaching. It's a level of enthusiasm that I could not have imagined.
They're relentless. They're energetic. They have incredible passion. They believe in the potential of individual students.
They often take an extra step. Not saying that other teachers don't. They're giving their all every single day.
To be a TFA core member, it really means that you are at the forefront of creating change.
I think a lot of the students have seen their teachers as real role models.
We've invested in Teach for America for nearly a decade now because we believe in the long-term investment in people.
As an alumni, I can see the development that I've made and how every single year these kids teach me something new.
One day is powerful.
One day is not an exception.
One day is opportunity.
One day is ensuring all kids feel empowered to live the life that they love.
One day, all students will realize their full potential.